What is going on, YouTube family? Please forgive the wind. If you can hear it in the microphone, I do apologize, but it has been a year since I took delivery of that thing right there, the 2023 Acura Integra A-Spec 6-speed manual. It's been a year. Can you guys believe it's been a year already? Like, that time went super fast. I feel like maybe it's just me, but if you've been around since I got this car, your loyalty is amazing. It's been a full year and I am still in love with this car. Anybody that's been following me since I got the car, you guys know of some of the trials and tribulations that I've gone through with it, with respect to the not the transmission, the what do you call it? What the hell am I trying to say? The suspension. I'm just so flabbergasted that it's been a year I can't get my thoughts together. So yes, had that suspension issue, got that fixed around, can't remember, was it 5,000 miles? I think it was somewhere around there. I think I noticed it around 3,500, and then it got to the point where I couldn't take it anymore. And you guys know at that time anyway, I was driving a lot. My miles have kind of slowed down a little bit. But yeah, guys, we can ready to jump into the video, do a quick drive, go over the things that we love about the car, things that we don't like, things that I've noticed over the year of ownership, and all that good stuff. So make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't, and I will catch you in the video. All right, guys, so right now in the first year of ownership, I have exactly 18,766,000 miles on it. So pretty high mileage for the first year. I'm sure there are more there's some that have more miles on them, some that'll have less, but that's what I got in my first year. And it's been pretty trouble-free. Like I said, you guys know about the suspension issue where they had to redo everything besides the front springs at about 5,000 miles, where I just couldn't take the knocking noise anymore. They did fix that. Other than that, though, I really haven't had any major issues with the vehicle. I did add the cold air intake, and that threw a code one time, twice, but no big deal. I know what's going on with that, and that issue was taken care of. So the other thing is, you guys know that I was thinking about doing some additional mods to the car, and I'm still thinking about what I'm gonna do, because while I'm not looking for crazy gains, I'm also not looking to waste my money. So I do want to make sure that I'm buying the right parts and the right things, and just kind of seeing what other people are doing with respect to testing. So stay tuned for that. But let's just go ahead and go out for a nice little back roads drive and talk about first year in with this car. So first things first, me being the type of person who enjoys the idea of not paying for maintenance, I am just about, what, 6,000 miles away, a little bit under that, before I will be forced to pay for my maintenance. The package is only for 2 years, 24,000 miles complimentary maintenance on all 2023 and newer Acuras. So my time will be up due to the mileage. So that's why they always say either or, whichever comes first. So with that being said, not looking forward to paying for oil changes, but they won't be expensive. I mean, this will be very much like maintaining a Civic. So cost of ownership, promise you, I'm really not worried about it. Just a observation based on the mileage, it just kind of ran across my mind, like, hey, you probably got about another oil change or so before it's all on you, brother. So that's just one thing. Other things, I really enjoy driving this car from a dynamic standpoint. And what just happened back there was I basically gunned it around that corner, and that helical limited slip diff performed the same way it does every single time. And I gotta say, this is a very consistently performing vehicle when it comes to how predictable it is. Like, I know this car very well now to, you know, how to accelerate out of corners, and the fact that you don't do the one wheel peel anymore. So it actually is putting down power. So the way that you control the car is a little bit different with that limited slip diff. And it definitely does help to sort of slingshot you out of those corners. So I do love that setup. This 1.5 turbo, as much crap as people like to try to give it, it really actually is a pretty good motor. And I hate when I say that. It's a pretty good engine. Great engine, actually. I think it's phenomenal. It revs freely. It revs quickly. It doesn't feel or sound like you're hurting it. You know, and it almost sort of begs for more. It just seems like the harder you push this car, the harder it wants to actually be pushed, and the more it asks you to push. So I enjoy that. What I don't enjoy, decade and a half old Nissan Sentra in my way on this gorgeous back road. I might have to edit him out, if you know what I mean. Yeah, we're definitely gonna edit his ass out. Give me just 1 second, folks. So, other things. One thing that I've really come to appreciate about this vehicle is its fuel economy. This thing is very, very efficient for the amount of fun that you can have with it. And, you know, you can beat the crap out of this car all day long and still return 27, 28 miles to the gallon. And I mean dogging it. So it is very, very efficient even when you are driving in the least efficient manner. So love that about it. Let's see, things that I don't like. I do wish that they put a better set of brakes on this car. These are very, very heat receptive brakes, so they hold heat, and then the performance is just not as good as it was before they got super hot. Obviously that's going to be the same with pretty much any brake that isn't carbon ceramic. However, you know, there are ways to combat that. So it'd be nice if they put a different set of pads on here, or maybe you know, different set of rotors, maybe ventilated or cross drilled or whatever the case is. I'm not a big brake expert, but something to maybe dissipate the heat a little bit better, so that you can flog this thing a little bit longer without feeling like, you know, you're gonna lose stopping power. So do wish it had better brakes. This is gonna sound crazy because the clutch is damn near perfect, but I do sometimes wish it had a shorter throw. I don't know if you guys remember that 05 RSX Type S that I drove on my channel months ago, but that car's clutch had a really, really short travel, and I like that, and it was very much on off. This one's got a little bit more play right before, you know, when you first let up, and then it catches. So it still feels like a Honda, still feels like an Acura. It's just not as on-off switch as that RSX Type S, for example. But I do love this car. I still recommend it. You gonna spoil the fun anyway. Oh, you Howard County, you ain't got no damn jurisdiction. Couple things that I didn't like and still don't like. So, like this head-up display, as you see, I have it on now. I didn't really care for it when I first got it, but I think I've gotten my eyes to adjust to it and kind of get used to it, so I have it on now, and I don't mind it at all. But would I trade it for a set of rear seat vents? In a heartbeat. I was traded for a set of rear seat vents in a heartbeat. And speaking of this head-up display, I don't know if you can see it up there, but this bezel has never fit properly to the car since I got it. From day one, it's always had this gap up here. And again, you might not be able to see it, but it's there, trust me. So, here's my favorite generation of MDX in front of us with that glorious, wonderful, crisp ZF9 speed that we all love so much. Oh wait, I'm not going to work. See, muscle memory. I'm getting ready to make a left like I'm going to work. Now, let's talk about this hard truth that I'm about to spit to you guys real quick. So, people always bring up the fact that they feel like this car at just under $39,000 now, MSRP, is too expensive. Costs too much. They think that Acura is gypping people on this thing. Well, let me just say this. If I were someone other than who I am, and I was asked to pay MSRP or more for one of these without having any equity in my trade like I did, you know, things like that, would I still buy this particular car? That is a really, really tough answer. I love it. I do love it. Do I love it for $40,000 instead of the 20-something that I ended up paying for it? I don't know. And that may also be a reason why I have such a love for this car, because the deal that I got on it, plus the equity, plus the few grand that I put down, just, you know, I mean, it ended up being a really, really, really good deal. So, you know, the national average of new car payment right now on a finance deal is like $750, $800. You know, I'm a little more than half that. So, as far as payment is concerned, or a little less than half that. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Either way, this thing is really a bargain for me to drive, price-wise. So that's another reason why I didn't mind getting it when I presented the figures to myself. Because as you guys know, I sell cars, and I sold this one to myself as well. Shout out to my mom too. She just took delivery of her 2023 Acura MDX Advance. Can't tell her well, you couldn't tell her shit before, but you definitely can't tell her nothing now. So shout out to her on that. She got the espresso interior, so she feeling real luxurious over there. The deal on my car was fantastic, and because of that, I think that's why I like it even more. Because of that, I think that's why I'm so patient with it sometimes, because you can ask anybody that knows me. I'm the type of person, and used to be, before I had a child and a marriage and a home and real responsibilities outside of myself, man, if I needed tires or brakes, the car was getting traded in. I just didn't have time for that shit. I was always in a position to sell myself a nice car for less than anybody else could get it for. So for me, what the hell are you doing, lady? So for me, you know, I've been very lucky in that department, and blessed and fortunate that I've worked in this industry for almost a decade, because pretty much any car that I've decided that I wanted, I've gotten, and great deal on it. So I'm super popular right now too. Everybody's texting me. I got coworkers texting me. I got a customer texting me. I'm off today. The only person that can text me today is my wife. Everybody else, I don't want to hear about it. Love the car, not getting rid of it. Don't have any plans on trading it in. And that was another reason why I was so kind of pissed off when the suspension kept making noise, because I wasn't even in the market for this damn thing when I got it. This was a impulse decision as well, really. It just so happened to be financially feasible. It wasn't anything that was hurting me or strapping me for cash, or, you know, gonna change the lifestyle of my household by buying this car. So I figured, why not? This car is so fun to drive, and those short gears just make this 6-speed even more enjoyable. I remember when I rented that C7 Corvette with the 7-speed manual, and you can't quick shift in that car because the gears are so tall that if I wanted to go 1, 2, 3, 4, I would be just beating on the engine. It would be damn near probably below 1,000 RPM if I tried to shift it to 4th gear in the same amount of time I could shift this car. So, And the same thing goes to say for, you know, the opposite. That car could run out to damn near 60 miles an hour in first gear. It was like 54 or 55 that it topped out at before I had to shift. I can't get past like 34, 35 miles an hour in first gear with this car. So where this is fun at low speeds, that car is ridiculously fast and just got legs for days because of those tall gears at high speeds. But again, if I'm not on the track and I'm in a situation like this or just day to day, this car technically, in my opinion, is more fun to drive because I can bring it out. I can floor it. I can do that. If I would have floored that car back there, that C7 Corvette in first gear, coming out that right-hand corner, I would have been at 60 miles an hour before, you know, what? It's only a 4.4 second 0 to 60, so you don't really get a lot of time to enjoy the power because it's so damn fast. So again, a lot of people agree with me on the fact that it is more fun to drive a slow car fast than it is to drive a fast car slow. But yes, 2023 Integra 6-speed manual, crispy shifter, love it, extra crunchy, extra crispy, not original recipe. The clutch, I'm probably at some point going to replace it just because if I decide to add more power, like a decent amount, that will need to be addressed. We already know that. So, but as it is, it's fine. It just doesn't engage immediately like like an old Honda would. Cargo space, freaking phenomenal. Absolutely amazing. Acura still needs to add rear seat vents. Yes, I'm singing the same song 365 days later. Damn right. What else? Other than that, really, it's damn near. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna say this to y'all. The next time y'all want to say something got ambient lights, y'all better make that shit changeable. How you gonna give one color and then be like, oh, it has ambient lighting? So does our Murano, and that's like a yellowish color. So that ain't ambient lighting. I mean, on that car, I'll accept that. On this 2023 Acura, I'm not accepting that. When y'all got that multicolor system in every other one of your products. And if this is supposed to attract young people, we like lights and shit. What's wrong with you? So, y'all need to get it together on that. Other than that, beautiful car. Love it. Love the way it looks. Love the way it drives. I love the cost of ownership because it's pretty much free besides insurance and the note and gas. That'll change soon, but until then, I'm gonna enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because we do have some other bangers coming up. We got the how to pay your loans off fast and efficiently. That's coming up. And then there was another one that I was gonna do. I can't think of it right now, but I got it written. Listen, I got it written down. I got some stuff that I'm doing, and it's gonna be informative, funny, cool, all the stuff that I try to make this channel just laid back but informative. Again, thank you guys for your loyalty, and I will catch you in the next. Who the hell is this? Pulled up at the goat man's house. That's the goat man. Let me see if y'all can see one of these goats over here. They might not be out right now. There be goats all over here. Where the goats at? Behind that preposition. That's what my English teacher. Shout out to Dana Blair of James Madison Middle School. If she would ever heard me say where's something at, she'd be like, behind that preposition. Like, yes ma'am. She didn't sound like that. She was actually very sweet, but she was stern. You wasn't gonna play with Miss Blair. Anybody went to James Madison Middle School in Upper Marlboro, you know what time it is with Miss Blair. Love you, Miss Blair. But anyway, yeah, no goats. Can't find no goats over there, so we won't bother with that. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely got all that other content coming for you, so make sure you stay tuned. And I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Appreciate you for watching. Peace out.